Welcome to another week of PrayLouisville.org. There's this fantastic story in the scriptures where Jesus goes into the temple and he sees people that are selling cows and sheep and doves, and there's money changers at the tables. And he gets this holy righteous anger, and he ends up dumping the money, pushing the tables over. He ends up making a whip. It's chaos for those people. And he's furious, and he says, "You've turned my Father's house of prayer into a marketplace." And it got me thinking, how often do I turn to the marketplace when I'm supposed to be turning to prayer? That I go to what the world offers instead of going with what God offers. He says, if your words remain in me and my words remain in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And yet, we go to the marketplace for answers. Now, I'm going to share with you 3 quick stories of how God has come through in prayer where I could have easily turned to the marketplace, but He has forced me into a place where I can't. So our lawnmower broke. I had 3 days. It's got to be mowed. The grass is growing this time of year. And I go to the lawnmower shop to see how much it's going to cost to replace this lawnmower, which I know I can't afford. And I'm thinking, God, what do I do? And I start praying thankfulness. Thank you, God, for the way you're going to provide here. Thank you that you're going to make this happen. I don't know how you're going to do it. I'm excited to watch it. And within, a day, I get a call from a friend who is a small engines expert. I haven't talked to in a month and a half. Out of the blue, he calls me, and I share with him the situation. And within 20 seconds, he diagnosed the problem. $70 later, it's fully functional again. It was just a mind-blowing thing, but it was because of prayer. A few days later, we're having a party for my son's team. They're going to come over to the house, and something at the house is broken, and I have to have it fixed before the party, and I can't. I don't know what to do. I've tried, and nothing's working. And so I get the family around, and we're praying for this to be fixed. And my youngest, who's 7, he prays this audacious prayer, and he says, "Test our faith, God." He says, "Test us in this, and the day before the party, would you fix it? Or even the day of, test us and fix it." And we're like, time out, no, fix it today, like a week before, not the day of. And in God's timing, the day before the party, He shows us what the problem is, and we fix half of it, and the second half, the day of the party. That morning, it's fixed. It's just, God asked us to come to Him. The final story, we had a friend who came over, and her ear hadn't worked in like 10 days. She'd almost gone deaf. And God says, I want you to get the families together. And so her family and our family got together, and we prayed for her. And we just prayed. She'd been trying different things, but it wasn't working. And we just prayed over her ear that God would break it loose. And within 20 minutes, she had received 75% of her hearing, she said. It was amazing. Those are the life-changing moments where we turn to God, to the house of prayer versus the marketplace. And that's what we're doing for our shepherds. We're bringing them like that lame man's friends, who bring him to Jesus and say, "Jesus, would you heal him? Would you bring restoration to them?" That's what we're doing for our shepherds. Would you heal, forgive their sins, and bless them beyond comprehension? So this week, bless your shepherd. Allow God to use you in their life. And it's going to be awesome. It's been awesome. This is an amazing journey. So press in, sign up for another shepherd, and share this with others as we watch our city be a dynamite place of prayer.